Witty YouTube. Today's video is going to be about something I saw that kind of struck a nerve. You could say struck a nerve in me a little bit, and it was the misuse of the term bust that we use in the sports world. I see people labeling like the Greg Oldens, the Adam Morrisons, we can label Anthony Bennett as a bust. But for me in particular, I feel like you can't label somebody who's in the league a bust until they get their second chance. Like for me, I can label Anthony Bennett as a bust from his production standpoint because when he was drafted first. They expected him to come in and be a glue guy. He wasn't even that. And then he went from the Cavs to the Timberwolves in the Andrew Wiggins trade. He had his second chance, still couldn't do nothing. Then he went to Brooklyn, had his third chance, still couldn't do nothing. Then he had his fourth chance with the Rockets. Then he was cut again. So you can say from a production standpoint, he was a bust. But also you have to kind of blame the Cavaliers in a sense because throughout that whole draft process, nobody in the world thought Anthony Bennett was going to go number one. He didn't even think he was going to go number one. So at some point with these players, who didn't have the expectations that we made, they didn't even make these expectations. That's another thing. A lot of people label certain people bust because us as fans and the media give people these high level expectations, and then when they don't meet them, they're labeled as bust or they're not good anymore. Like I was saying with Anthony Bennett, sometimes with these situations, like with the Cavs, like I was saying, you kind of have to blame them too in a sense because they didn't put, I guess, the right things around him. They had Kyrie there. They already had Tristan Thompson. Then they're going to get Anthony Bennett. It wasn't really places for him to succeed in a way, I guess you could say. And he just wasn't a fit for that culture. But I feel like if Anthony Bennett would have slid all the way where he was supposed to go, which was around the 16, 17, 18 mark in that year's draft, maybe Anthony Bennett is still in the league at this point. With another player the Cavaliers drafted but ended up sending off with Anthony Bennett is Andrew Wiggins. I saw a lot of people say that they felt like Andrew Wiggins is a bust. If you look at Andrew Wiggins' points per game throughout his career, it's 20. I don't think you can average 20 points for your career and be a bust. Now, when he was coming out of high school and in college, they were calling him the next Kobe, Tracy McGrady. He didn't give himself, those expectations. We did. So how could you be mad that he didn't live up to those expectations, but he's still averaging a cool 20 points. He's being efficient. He plays great defense. That's our fault that he's a quote unquote bust. But in reality, how many Kobe Bryants and Tracy McGrady's are there in the world? You get what I'm saying? So for that reason alone, we have to stop giving these players, these high expectations as fans and as the media. And when they don't live up to these expectations, it's their fault. Now, I feel like you can really be labeled as a bust if you come in, you set these high expectations for yourself. You say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm the best player there ever was, blah, blah, blah. You need to have confidence in yourself, but there's a difference between confidence and cockiness. So if you come in just straight cocky, like, oh, nobody in this place can beat me, I'm the greatest, I don't have nothing to learn, I don't want to learn nothing from nobody. You come in and then you suck. Now, labeled as a bust, they kick you out of the league, and now you have to go find something else to do. That, to me, is what a bust is. A bust can't be somebody like the Andrew Wiggins, the Greg Oden, injuries like Greg Oden. I see a lot of people always have him in their top 3 bust of all time. You can't label anybody a bust from injuries. I feel like you can't do that because it's not his fault. He did everything he was supposed to do to get the injury right, to rehab and to get back to where he needed to be, but his body just failed him. You can't label somebody a bust for that specific reason alone. And now it's like we we have microwave time in the sports world now. I know, shout out to Pee Wee the Plug. We were talking in his comment section, and I said that, and I posted a question, and he answered it. And yeah, but we're so on microwave timing that somebody gets drafted, if they're not averaging 25 points in the first 2 years of their career, we're labeling them as bust. Like I was saying with RJ Barrett, his first year, he wasn't that consistent. His second year, he wasn't as consistent, but he was getting better. But a lot of people were just like, we shouldn't have taken, we shouldn't have taken him. We should have took somebody else. And then it was all these draft boards coming out. Oh, well, after the first year, it seems like Josh should have went one, Zion two, Tyler Hero three, like stuff like that. Like we're not even giving players a chance to fully develop. And like it took Zion and Ja that 1 year to be household names, it's taken like Cam Reddish. It took him the whole extent of his rookie contract. Not the whole extent, but like he's in his third year and he's finally blossoming, through injuries and stuff like that. RJ Barrett is having, through these first 10 games they've played, he's had a resurgence and stuff like that. So that's what I just wanted to talk about today. We have to start giving players time. Like for me, if Cam Reddish didn't do anything with the Hawks his first, go around after his rookie contract, he went to another team and started balling out, a lot of people would have given up on him, just like, okay, well, Cam Reddish is out of there. Now all of a sudden he start turning up. Oh, we knew Cam Reddish was this, blah blah blah. Why? And like I can say it's kind of the media's fault too, because I remember when Trae Young was first coming out, it was like he needs to be a six man, he needs to do this and that, and the third, he's not going to be good in the NBA. The man played one summer league game and didn't make a three, and they just went crazy. It was like, why did the Hawks waste their pick on a 5'11" guy who only shoots threes? Blah blah blah. He's not going to be good. His first stint, like the first couple of months he was in the league, he didn't produce like he did at Oklahoma, so they just automatically said, oh, he sucks, he's not going to be good, he's never going to be a top point guard. And then the next year, he came out and averaged 25, and then the year after that, all of a sudden, he almost takes his team to the finals, and now everybody's trying to apologize and stuff. Y'all ain't even giving nobody no chance. Y'all have to start giving these players a chance. And with that being said, that'll be the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe on this one, and my next videos are going to be up here. Oh, my fault. My last videos are going to be up here. And I'll catch y'all next time. We out.